So guys, welcome back to the channel for another video here in Canada. And today I've travelled with a good friend, Peter, from Ottawa to Cornwall, in fact. So it's about an hour south from where I live. And we've come to the Upper Bird Sanctuary, the Canadian Upper Bird Sanctuary here in Cornwall, Ontario. The place is amazing. A great place for stopover points for migratory birds and also for breeding birds coming here. A mixture of open habitat with some forest and also a lot of water here as well. So a lot of lakes and ponds. And I've got a Canada goose just landed next to me that's walking towards me. So really excited to be here, really excited to get out on the ground today. There's been northern harrier here, there's been osprey, bald eagles, loads and loads of duck species, loads of small passerines. So really excited to get on the trails today. Going to be doing a lot of, hopefully a bit of video, a lot of stills, and just showing you the environment here. But really excited, go grab me a bag, Peter's waiting for me, and let's get amongst it. So literally just arrived and already loads and loads of bird species here, and I've just seen my first snowshoe hares, which are just coming out of their winter plumage. Still little bits of white on there, and then they went off into the cover, so missed those, which is a bit of a shame. I've just got some female mergansers on the water here, but it's alive with birdsong and really, really quiet. So, oh yeah, it's got grackles as well. Yeah, it's going to be a good day, I think. Got a ruby crown kinglet there calling away. A lot of noisy Canadas in the background. So just seen our first osprey, really, really high up. Managed to get a bit of video footage, but it's pretty high and it's circling over the whole area, obviously surveying it for looking down for fish, looking down for potential areas to hunt from. That's a great sign. Been on the trails 15 minutes. Got grackles, red-winged blackbirds, loads of duck geese, wood duck, mallard. So yeah, really, really good. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Listen to that. So absolutely fantastic. Just seen my first osprey take, I say take a fish. It must have been a very small fish or a lot of grass and reedy material, but it came in, grabbed it, took off, was calling, went overhead. I think there was another one as well. Absolutely fantastic. Managed to nail off a few shots, a little bit overexposed, but we could sort those out. Amazing. And we saw a bald eagle go over the top as well. Beautiful, massive wing, full adult. And then we just seen a broad-winged hawk calling over the forest. So already absolutely incredible. 2 osprey, bald eagle, broad-winged, lots of duck on the water, wood duck, etc. And there's some swans in here as well. I think it's trumpeter swan. Seen possible cranes already, so sandhill cranes. And the osprey actually came just in here and picked up loads of material and off it went, and it could be doing its nest up. So that could be another reason it might not have been going for a fish. So yeah, absolutely ideal, magical, awesome. So as I already said, guys, that we saw the osprey on the way in, and we thought it was taking a fish, but it was actually taking nest material, and literally 200 yards, say, up this track, just found the Osprey's nest, and at the moment it's currently building a new nest on an old dead tree. Absolutely fantastic. It's been over the top, done a few passes, got a nice few shots in the bag as well. It's been circuiting around, doing its thing, going over the top of the trees, looking for nest material, coming back, few twigs, titivating the nest, and then flying off again. Probably gone off to hunt now. Just going to sit tight here, hopefully get a few images, bit of video as that osprey comes back. So regarding the ospreys building the nest, I always thought it was the males that build and the female would arrive later on territory and then help to assist to build the rest of the nest and shape the actual cup of the nest, sort of titivating to the way she likes it. But you know, I've just read up that whilst I'm here in Canada, that they actually both build the nest. So I'm not really too sure. So if you've got any details and you know a bit more about ospreys, especially in North America, please leave a comment in the vlog description below. And I know a good friend of mine who follows the channel is a big osprey man, so hopefully he'll give us some feedback as well. But so exciting watching this osprey at quite distance at the moment, but still it's great to get a bit of action as the osprey comes into the nest with sticks. It's coming, launching itself, hovering above the nest as they do, and off it goes. But for me, absolutely superb. This is a cracking spot that Peter's brought me to, and one I'm sure I'll be visiting throughout the spring and into summer. But anyway, get my eyes trained on that nest, and hopefully we'll get some shots as it comes back. Oh, lower branch, unbelievable. Osprey's back on the nest, absolutely fantastic. And it's just, I've set it up for the nest to land on the nest, and it's just now on the lower branch, but the second one's coming back in. Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing. Absolutely made up. Can you hear that? That's incredible. That's just made my day. Unbelievable. So one's on the nest, one's below the nest. So I think the one that's calling is probably the female. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Well guys, if you couldn't really tell on my face how amazing that was to witness the ospreys both together and then a bit of mating behaviour on top of the nest. Managed to capture a bit of video and a couple stills at distance. Obviously I'm shooting here at the moment on a full frame body, so I've got 700mm reach and I'm still quite a distance and the light is quite bright, but still capturing that behaviour is amazing. I can always crack on with a high key shot as well of those ospreys there, but she's now, I think it's her, is now sitting on the nest tight. It's a old nest from previous years. A local chap just walked by and said that they've been here for 2 weeks, both of them. And this is an historical site for these guys. And the nest got destroyed over the winter in the storms, and they're in the process of rebuilding it. So great to know they're here. Such a great spot. And for me, that's kind of made my week. Never witnessed ospreys mating behaviour, and I've never really seen ospreys on the nest or earlier on the way in, capturing it, grabbing some foliage, some grasses and stuff, obviously to line the nest from one of the lakes just further down. So yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. I got my good friend Peter to record me then on the camera just at the right moment. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's just launched. She's just gone. She might come back in. She's gone for a fly. Right, we'll pop the camera down, get the second body on the go, see if we can capture some flight shots. So guys, I thought I'd better introduce you to Peter, a good friend of mine. Since I've, so there's Peter to the camera.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. So Peter's a Canadian chap that lives just down the way from me and has helped me loads since I've been in Canada, even when I was back in Toronto, and has been following me since I was, well, back in my vlogs back in the UK. So it's been a massive help to me, and we're in this new spot today, one of his locations that he knows of, and we've just had that amazing experience there with the Ospreys, breeding as well, bit of mating behaviour, bit of nest titivating, pretty amazing, wasn't it?
That was, I mean, even for me, that was, you know, once in a lifetime,
Yeah,
sometimes event. So
yeah, I mean,
that
never
was pretty
expected
good.
that. We were going to move, and then we thought, oh, we'll just stay a little bit longer, maybe one more visit. After the local chap said there was 2, boom, there we go. And that just proves it, guys, that sometimes it's very easy just to keep on the move, but sometimes you spot somewhere like that, go quiet, let things evolve, and then you get charmed with stuff like that. But yeah, right, on with the rest of the day.
Yep.
So guys, this is absolutely awesome. What a beautiful, beautiful lake this is. And there's a lovely bit of still water in here. Perfect, perfect glassy water there for the Ospreys. Both of them are airborne at the moment. They're up there with 2 other birds of prey at the moment, looking like they're a type of species of hawk. They've now separated, but the 2 Ospreys are staying together. So going nice and high, having a look around their area. And as I said, they've been here for about 2 weeks now. This is a perfect, perfect spot, and aptly named a bird sanctuary, because that's really what it is. The reeds around here are extensive, some great, great species of warblers, I'm sure, and sparrow species, swamp sparrows, etc. Here later on in the spring, and it's going to be a spot that I'm definitely going to visit, an hour away from home, and I haven't seen anybody apart from that one person. So yeah, spoilt really, absolutely magical. We're going to hope to maybe see the Ospreys fish. Whether we'll capture those on camera, it's probably not going to happen because it's a big ass bit of water, but maybe we'll get lucky and see them actually fish with their own eyes, not necessarily from behind the lens, but we'll see. But onward. But yeah, it's fantastic, really is such a great morning so far. So you can probably hear the osprey. I think the female on the nest, the male's just come in and landed behind, hoping they're going to come in for a bit of a mate. But she's certainly very vocal, either announcing territory or trying to get him to come in. He seems to be preening or eating. He's probably about 30 or 40 foot behind in a tree, at level to the nest. Absolutely fantastic. She is so vocal. So I switched over to the R7, guys, to give me a bit more reach with the telly on there as well, so I'm right in. And I've been having a few problems with the R7. It's error 40 and kind of locking on me a bit. Seems to have got better today, so hoping that it doesn't play up. So we're trying to work out at the moment if the male, we think it's the male, he's either eating the fish for himself or he's prepping the fish for the female. She's calling like mad on the nest. I think that's the female, I would definitely say, pretty much 100%. Hoping he's prepping it, bringing the best bits in for the female on the nest that's partially made. Doesn't really look like much of a nest at the minute. So I decided even at this distance I'm going to crack on and get some, hopefully some still images, even though I'm quite far away. But now I've got the R7 on with the 1.4, hopefully I'll get a bit tighter in Actually looks slightly larger than the male. So, hope we get some action soon. Just had an amazing moment there. So the male was with the fish behind. We're not sure what fish it is, but it's kind of not the standard profile fish, a bit of a flat looking fish. So we're not really sure what it was. But he was there for ages, plucking it, doing his thing. She was calling like mad, and it got to like a crescendo. She was like really screaming. And I was just saying to Peter, that's going to attract some attention from another osprey if it's going overhead or in the vicinity. And lo and behold, I was filming a bit of a video when the male was about to launch. He brought the fish in, gave it to the female, and then suddenly a third osprey came from nowhere, thinking it's another female, came in onto the nest, as you can see next bit in the video, and had a bit of a go. And then it went up into a pine tree. Then the other male off the nest with the female launched, and then literally the male knocked it off the pine tree, and then they flew off, and the male then, who's resident here at the moment, chased that other one off. An absolutely fantastic experience. So the still images probably aren't going to be great, but certainly the memory and the video will hopefully speak for itself. But yeah, awesome moment, best ever. So currently the ospreys have gone a little bit quiet at the moment. As that other female came in and disturbed the two on the nest, once the male brought the fish in, they seem to have gone a bit quiet, and they're calling in the thick of a pine section over on the other side of this water here. So it has gone a little bit quiet. There's been lots of other bird species here, a few northern flickers, chickadees, phoebes, loads of other bird species. Beautiful, beautiful weather. And we've just had an amazing looking bald eagle go over the top. Absolutely beautiful. And it just got hounded by a red-winged blackbird and then chased it off the opposite direction. It was coming up round this way, and I was there ready with an Ext camera to hopefully catch some shots of it coming across. But slightly gutted that the red-winged blackbird flushed it back in the opposite direction. So I'm absolutely like chuffed to bits though that we've had a great time today with the ospreys. Absolutely superb. Really was amazing to see that behaviour, to see the mating, seeing bring sticks into the nest, and then the third osprey coming in. To see that behaviour was fantastic. So I'm definitely coming back here as the season progresses to capture these guys. It'd be nice to get a little bit closer. As always in photography, we always want to get a little bit closer to the subject. I am at quite distance. Next time I'll probably bring the 2x telly and see if I can push in a little bit closer. But I'm always reluctant to use that because the images are sometimes a little soft. But last sort of hour or so now push, as that light starts to get less harsh in the afternoon, we might pick up some species later on. But been fantastic. So we left the Ospreys be now and headed on back down the track, making our way back to the car. But it's been a fantastic day. We were just literally 100 yards from where we were set up with the Ospreys, just off the path, and we saw a mink. And we were only talking about mink earlier. And obviously, for everybody back in the UK, mink are obviously an invasive species at home and not well liked, but here they are native. Mustelid family, great to see it. We kind of disturbed it. It went into the water a little, along a little verge, stayed and waited for a bit to see if it might come out, but nothing. And literally 20 sort of minutes up the track, we just bumped into a northern harrier and I managed to get a back end shot of one just to ID it, which was absolutely awesome. But yeah, fantastic day. Really, really superb. So many species, too many to count really. But I think the highlight was definitely the Ospreys, the behaviour with the male and female and that other visiting Osprey that came in on their patch, and great to capture that on video as well. And I'm hoping the footage is half decent. But yeah, I mean, we've seen mammals, so we've seen the mink, we've seen the deer, we've seen muskrat. Oh, it's just been amazing, it really has. But I really hope you enjoyed that, guys. It's a great recce spot to have a look at. And as soon as the spring evolves even more, get leaf on the tree, more migrants arrive, this place is going to be absolutely buzzing. And I'll be back here for sure for some more wildlife photography. As I say, it's only an hour away from where I live. But I hope you really enjoyed that, guys. Lovely day out here in Canada on another beautiful blue sky day. So if you really enjoyed the video, guys, please give us a like, thumbs up, and maybe a comment if you have time. Much appreciated. And for those that don't subscribe to the channel, if you fancy following along on my Canadian journey, click the all important subscribe button. But from me, another magical part of Canada, I'll see you all next time.
Slipped right through both my hands. Sometimes it's hard to understand, but now and then it all makes sense. There's one thing ends there.